Over the last couple of days, we've seen how people have tried to stop Jesus from doing what he's supposed to be doing, what he's came here to do, for their own reasons. We saw a couple of days ago that Martha was more worried about what Jesus might think than to actually call Lazarus out of the tomb. We saw how the Sanhedrin was more concerned about losing their power than seeing the power of Jesus. And today we're going to see another thing that often hinders us from seeing what God can do, and that is money. We see here in chapter 12, we see starting in verse 4, we're going to see that Mary, who has broken the perfume, she is anointing Jesus' feet. And then Judas Iscariot, yes, that Judas Iscariot is going to do this. In verse 4 it says, "But one of his disciples, Judas Iscariot, who was later to betray him, objected, 'Why wasn't this perfume sold and the money given to the poor? It was worth a year's wages.'" Verse 6, "He did not say this because he cared about the poor, but because he was a thief." We see here that it wasn't that Judas didn't have a good point. They could have used it and fed the poor, but Jesus could see through and said it was his heart. He was a thief. The reality of it is, when we're going to do something for what God has called us to do, we need to examine our hearts and see if we're doing it because we're worried about what people think about it, whether we're doing it because we don't want to lose our control and power, or whether we're doing it to see God do something amazing, and our money shouldn't keep us from that. We'll see you tomorrow.